where is the next big place you should own a landed property right now? So in this video, I will be showing you 5 strategic location you should own a landed property right now, and why should you own property in that axis of Lagos. Now, a lot of us are aware of the Lekki Regional Road in Etiosa local government, and the reason why the link bridge is currently going on is to discongest the crazy traffic along the Lekki down to Abraham Adesanya Sangotedo, and a lot of you that ply that road will understand the massive crazy traffic. I actually experienced the same thing like 4 days ago when they commissioned the Lekki Express Road. I was in that environment that day, and the traffic in that place was something else. So the link bridge is going to come from the VGC to Freedom Way. There is going to be a massive link bridge, and what is the impact of this link bridge to real estate industry? For example, if you see what is currently happening in that environment, the traffic there is crazy, and the essence of this bridge is to discongest the traffic along that axis. And once this project is completed, the prices of property in that place is going to skyrocket, one, and there will be a lot of migration from Lekki down to Ajah, Sangotedo, Abraham Adesanya, VGC. There is going to be a lot of migration. But now there is a video also that I'm going to be attaching to this video so that you can get a comprehensive knowledge of what I'm saying, and you can take massive action, because I want you to be in profit when it comes to real estate. This is what
I'm going to be saying something that you need to know, because every smart investor needs to know the next big place, right? Um, Today's topic, as I said earlier, is going to be about the Lekki Regional Road. Now, the Lekki Regional Road can also be considered as the VGC to Freedom Way Link Bridge. Now, the goal of this link bridge is to decongest the traffic in the Lekki Ekpe Express Road, the Etiosa local government, right? Now, let me give a breakdown about how crazy the traffic can be in this location, right? So, let me start from you coming from the Ekpe angle. Now, Ekpe is the other side of it's the it's the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. So I'm coming from the Ekpe angle. Yes, so to the Lekki angle this time. So now coming from Ekpe, you'll be meeting Eleko. Now Eleko has a little traffic because they're expanding the road there. They're doing the road network. They're expanding the road, and they're doing a little thing on the road, and so there's traffic at Eleko. Once you get to Eleko, you're moving closely. You're moving to Lakwe. Lakwe is also going to is experiencing a mild traffic there currently because of the road expansion. They get to Awoyaya just completed series of traffic for months back to back. I know, so now the traffic is mild as well. Then get to Abijo GRA, Abijo's traffic to Majek is crazy currently because they're expanding the road. Then get to Sangotedo Ogidon's traffic is crazy. And then you get to the Ramadesanya, sometimes have traffic because of the traffic light. Then you also get to Ajah. Ajah can experience his own crazy traffic down to VGC, traffic. Then you get to Chevron. Chevron, you're having traffic there. Then you're having traffic at Jakonde, Chisco, Ikate. And then sometimes Lekki phase one in the evening time, there's traffic there. Then you get to Ikoyi, there's traffic. You get to VI, there's traffic. You get to Bonny Camp, there's traffic. So Lagos is experiencing crazy traffic. Actually, why wouldn't it when 70% of the cars in Nigeria are in Lagos? Now, one of the things you need to know as a smart investor is that in the last 2 years, there have been 40% migration to the island, especially the New Lagos angle. That's from New Lagos, I mean from Abraham Adesanya down to Eleko, and Ibejuleki Ekpe axis than in the last 10 years. So that means a lot of people are coming to the island, a lot of people are coming to this location, they're coming to Abraham Adesanya, a lot of developments are, kicks, are fast growing. That's why you see most of the adverts that most realtors are showing you online are all of these areas. Now, but there's something that we do differently that I want you to understand. What we do is very strategic. Now we also help, we also consult, and we're in partnership with a lot of fantastic and verified developers. And so we ensure that the properties we are promoting, or we are consulting, or we are selling are verified and they have good titles. So that's why we do not talk about a lot of properties. We are very, 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 very careful on we post. So we have a lot of trained registered surveyors and colleagues in the lands, and also the surveyor's office. So we always ensure that everything we do is professional and good to go. All right. Now back to what I was saying. Now today we're going to be analyzing the Lekki Regional Road. Hmm. Now, the aim of this is to decongest the traffic from the Ajah, Abraham Adesanya Hangu, Sangotedo Abijo Hangu down to VGC, and we want to. The goal is also to ease the road congestion from Jakonde Chevron Angle down to Lekki, and so the way it is you move from Ajah, get to VGC, climb the bridge, and the next thing you're in Lekki. So you're not going to go through Logolo, you're not going to go through Osakpa, you're not going to go through Agungi, you're not going to go through Chevron, you're not going to go through Orchid, you're not going to go through Eleganza, you just bust, you're not going to go through Ekate. So you just busted at the Freedom Way. That is smart. And that is according to the Lagos State Master Plan of 1982, as well as the Lekki Master Plan of 2013. So government is following the master plan. Now, how do we get to know about the master plan? Just like we told you, we have colleagues and we have staffs and partnership with Lagos State Government Surveyor's Office. We know some things that a lot of realtors, a lot of consultants, a lot of developers don't even know. Now, let me explain. Now, get ready. All right, so this is it. So, the bridge is 8.75 kilometers, right? So, it is 8.75 kilometers wide. That's 500 meters long, right? It's going to have an intersection of 251 meters. There's going to be 50 meters bicycle road or walkway. Now, the road, that bridge is currently constructed by iTech. iTech at the iTech Construction Company and Advanced Engineering (AEE). Those are the ones that constructed the popular is it Ojokin Road at VI, right? So they let me confirm. So they are the one that constructed the road there. So they have a very good level of expertise. Fantastic. Now, the construction of this bridge started was approved um, in 2020, April 2020, and work began May 2020. Now, according to the Lagos State government, it is supposed to have taken 22 months. However, they have extended it because of the COVID period. They are extending it to 2023 ending. Now, currently, the bridge it has gone far. We're going to be dropping a little video showing the bridge, right? How far they have gone. In fact, the video is a little bit outdated compared to what we saw the last time. Good bridge. Now it's going to be the bridge they're going to do first before they start the construction of the Fort Million Bridge. Now, what is the aim of the Fort Million Bridge? If you have heard about the airport, the newly approved Lekki Airport. Now, the Fort Million Bridge is going to link people um, from Lekki to Ikeja, as well as from Ibejuleki and go to Ikorodu. That's the plan of the Fort Million Bridge. It's going to decongest all of this road network that's going on and going to ease the flow of trucks around this new Lagos angle now. But before they can do that bridge, they have to do something, and that's what they are currently doing. The Lekki Regional Road, or the VGC to Lekki, the VGC to Freedom Way Link Bridge. Now, this bridge has by default for every smart investor giving them a signal. If you're a forex trader, if you're used to shares and stocks, everyone looks at the point of entry. We call it the entry point. The entry point is where you start up a trade, is where you get into the market. And that's the same thing in real estate. You have to understand, when should I get into the market? Should I get into the market when everybody is there? Or should I get into the market before everybody gets there? Now, let me tell you a story. There's someone called Chief Shonibare. If you're familiar, one of the biggest estates on the mainland is called Shonibare. It's called Shonibare Estate, right? Shonibare Estate is by Chief Shonibare. What he did was he noticed that it's just opposite the GRA. So he noticed that there needs to be a place that is going to complement the GRA. And so he went to the bush at around Maryland and he built Shonibare Estate. Guess what? Shonibare Estate is more expensive than a lot of houses. A lot of people, is arguably the most expensive estate on the mainland. Now, so that's the same thing I want you to think about today. Should I get there when everybody gets there? Or should I get there before everybody gets there? In my last video, I talked about the essence of you getting to Ibeju. And I talked about why a lot of developers have now moved to Ibeju. Now, the thing is this, just like that, in this topic, in this same topic, you need to own properties currently around Ajah, around Abraham Adesanya, around Sangotedo, around BGC. Currently, the place in BGC you can own an Irish Drive, around Ikota. Why? Because over time, the prices in these locations will spike. They will increase dramatically. Why? Because a lot of people will migrate from the expensive nature of Lekki Phase 1 and Lekki and Osaka and all these places to this angle. And since the problem they had once experienced was traffic, the bridge will help them ease that problem. And so they can say, I live at Ikota and I can get to Lekki in less than 8 minutes. So why shouldn't I own a property in Ikota? Why shouldn't I own a property in Irish Drive? Oh yes, I live in Sangotedo, Abraham Adesanya, and I can get to Lekki. Since I work in Lekki, I can get in Lekki in the next 10 minutes. Why shouldn't I own a house in Abraham Adesanya? Why shouldn't I buy a house in Ogombo or Ajah or Sangotedo? Now, but the question is this: are you going to be the one to sell them their houses, or are you going to be the one to buy houses from people who were there first? Now, currently, you can get properties around Abraham Adesanya, Sangotedo at a very cost-effective price compared to what it's going to be. So now, the thing for every smart investor is own properties there. That's the billionaire investor advice for today. Own properties around the VGC, Ikota, Sangotedo, Abraham Adesanya, Ajah, Abijo GRA axis currently. Now, a property in Ikota GRA is currently a 3 bedroom duplex. You can get it at 5 million. Some you can get at 50 million. You can get some at 35 million to 45 million. 3 bedroom. We can always definitely show you what you can get there. Definitely, we can always do that. Now, the thing is this: once you get properties there, the question is, but the bridge might not be completed in 2023. No problem. Get the property now. Now, let me bust your head. Now, the properties there can also be used for shortlet. Currently, a lot of people own shortlet properties around this location. Why? Because of behind of this location are a lot of beach and resorts. So, in fact, in a much more comfortable way, You're owning properties that are close to beach and resort. And if you're familiar with the real estate sector, you understand that properties close to waterfronts are easier to sell and are more expensive. Now, properties that are close to the roadside or major development or strategic locations not far from major development are more expensive and sell faster. That's why currently, if you're familiar with, um, let me use the mainland because a lot of people are brother in mainland. If you're familiar with the um, Yaba to Ikorodu Express Road, you really see a lot of residential properties there. Most of the properties by the road are turned commercial. Why? Because a lot of the demand of such properties are high. Now that's the same type and look alike of how this area is gonna be. And what you need to do is to get properties around there. Right now. Now, the thing is this: there are a lot of developers that we're in partnership with that started development there. We have ensured that the properties have good governance consent, not governance. In fact, let me even bust here: the difference between C of O file number and C of O, and the difference between governance consent and governor consent file number. And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of realtors don't know. There's a lot of consultants don't know this. They just talk about it. And I know properties that are not even C of O, and a lot of people are shouting C of O, and maybe we'll talk about those things. But for an investor, this is it. You can own these properties there. And you can even more better, you can own off-land properties there. Let me give you the concept. So, for instance, they're building. I know they're going to build this property in Softmont. I have to ensure that the document is good. I have to ensure that the service charge I'm aware of it. I have to ensure that the initial deposit fits right. So what I do is okay. So I do the initial deposit. I pay installment payment plan. I watch my property being built. At the same time, I'm watching the building of the link bridge. And so once the link bridge is almost done and my property is ready, I already know that the time lag to earning a lot of income is short. So it is a strategic way for you to own properties close to the Lekki Regional Road. Now you need to see if you want to. In recent times, there's a location I'm going to be talking about called Bangbala. Bangbala is located at Ikate. Now last year around March, April, I went to Bangbala and Bangbala had few houses, but everywhere was flooded. I went there about 2 months ago. And I discovered that Bangbala that I used to think was a flooded area has turned to what I don't understand. It's now very developed. And an average four-bedroom duplex, semi-detached duplex there sells for over 135 million. I can show you a lot. In fact, we have properties there for as high as 300 million. Now, Bangbala is just a link road between Freedom Way and Bagmala is the link road between, yeah, it's just a link road to Freedom Way, I mean to say. In fact, if you're passing the PWC, you just get into, from Freedom Way, you pass the PWC, get into Bagbala immediately. Now, I said that to say this, that one of the things I've noticed in the real estate sector is properties can become gold overnight. However, the people who own most of the gold are the ones who saw it ahead of time and went there. So one of the things you can also do, you can drop a comment asking me, I don't have I don't have 35 million, I don't have 10 million, I have like 5 million. What location is best? So I can prescribe to you properties that you can